I feel very special among these amazingly talented people. The only girl in town kind of feeling. I think I planned it that way, isn't it? Yeah. So anyways, it's awesome. Like I said, what we do, promoting Canadian talent, it's been a passion, and I've got this awesome team always there for me, and I'm a lucky girl. I'm just not being just here on stage, but doing what I do. Many people are a text, a call away. I'm very lucky indeed. So without much further ado, we did hear what Eb said, but right now, Eb, what did you think of what you think of the music industry right now, and the awesome friendship we've shared over the years? A few words, please, for our YouTube audience.
Thank you, Deirdre. And thank you for allowing me to say some of my own comments and share some of my own thoughts. I think personally that we are in a very exciting time in the music industry, given the technology that is before us, right, literally at our fingertips. It used to be that you had to find a company that would take your music and ship it all around the world and basically open the doors of the world for you. But you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to find that company. You can load something up on YouTube. You can just put it up yourself and get it out there and get feedback. So ultimately, every artist is really the CEO of their own company, in which they can now distribute their own music, get it up on iTunes and use any of the aggregators and distributors that are out there. So it's really interesting. It's now upon the artist to do a lot of the developmental work and get themselves out to a point where these large companies now are finding them and are attracted to what they've already done. Gone are the days of sending your music around and hoping somebody likes it. And here are the days now of them finding you and seeing that you already have 1 million followers and going, that's a good investment right there. But just having that ability to do it yourself, invest in yourself and put it out there, makes for exciting times and a new world in music. And you've definitely got to adopt and grasp and utilize all of the tools that you have in front of you. So all of the artists out there, I implore you to do so. Be working on your videos, working on your YouTube channel. Before anything in any business today, you're in the media business first, and recognize that. Thank you, Deirdre. I appreciate it.
And I deal with an awesome agent, that's all I can say. Sam Ottaviano, his work speaks for itself.
Thanks, DG. I've been supporting DG for quite a few years now, 5, 6 years. You know, it never amazes me. Every time I come here, you know, the talent. I know how hard it is to get up here. I myself don't even like standing on stage and speaking. Stage fright, if you find that weird. Anyways, I find a lot of people here that have, you know, tremendous talent, you know, and you got to stick to it. And like Eb said, you know, nowadays social media really says a lot. You know, for me, when I go in front of clients, and you know, I travel to New York quite a bit, and now I'm dealing with Asia, Japan and China, and you know, although whatever social media is here doesn't pertain there, because they have their own social medias, and it's phenomenal. It's just what I've learned in the Asian market is just phenomenal. But it is important, you know, keep up with your YouTube, keep up with Facebook, all those, Instagram. It's very important, especially for people like us in the industry. That's what we look for. But other than that, Deidre, you know, I'd like to thank you over and over for a great show that you always put out. And for Eb, you know, I'm gonna give a you know, plug for Ed. He has an amazing conference. I've been to it. I've met tons of people. You know, if excuse me, if you have a chance, go to Eb's conference. It's amazing. It's great. So other than that, thank you very much, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Sam. And like I said, a long friendship with him and his beautiful, very talented wife, Tracy. Todd, Thomas Duck. That's a mouthful, but anyways, my talented friend. I think we are close enough for you to comment on the Music Circle and all what we do at Musically Yours.
Deirdre finds the whole name challenging because she only ever just calls me Todd, which is fine. And usually when it's, the one thing I think that I want to say to anyone who's watching this on YouTube, obviously everyone who's here live, not just for the applause, but please give it up for Deirdre, okay? And the thing is, and if you're out there watching this in video land, obviously, you don't need to applaud, but in your head you should be applauding because there's people like this in the world. And this doesn't just happen. A venue was acquired, a venue was booked, people were contacted. The amount, if any of you have ever produced a show, then you have some small idea of how much work goes into putting together an event like this. This is a live event happening in the real world in a real venue. It's not happening in someone's bedroom and they've got their laptop camera going and that's it. This is how you advance yourself as an artist. This is how artistic communities are created. It's people like Deirdre who put in the time and the effort, and as anyone who knows Deirdre knows, is her greatest passion is promoting Canadian talent. She will do anything she can to raise and lift other people up, and that's something that I realized when I first met her about 8 or 9 years ago when I was performing in a play that she came to see, and we've been good friends ever since. She has always been promoting me. She's always been promoting every single person. Every artist she encounters, she tries to see if she can find a way to promote them. If you are lucky enough to live in the GTA, then you should be contacting Deirdre and finding out, letting her know that you're out there, because she wants to promote you. She wants to promote everyone. She's just that kind of person. And if you're not lucky enough to be living in the GTA, then you need to find the Deirdres wherever you're living, because they are very special people who dedicate their time and energy to helping others. And that dovetails beautifully with what Eb had already said, because the other job of an artist is to be a business person. If you want to do this for a living, you are going into business. And you have to be aware of that. You are an entrepreneur. You are running your own business. And all of those boring business questions and business concerns, they are your concerns if you want to advance yourself as an artist. Now, hey, if you're lucky enough and you have somebody who will do all that business stuff for you, okay, fine. But that doesn't happen as much as it used to. It's not as easy to acquire. So as a performer myself, I just want to give a big thank you again to Deirdre for all the effort she's put in over all these years. She's never stopped promoting artists, and I don't think she's ever going to. And everybody in this room, everybody who's ever contacted her is better off for it. So thank you very much, and out there in YouTube land, find the Deirdres where you live, okay? You need them.
That was very, very sweet of Todd to say, but I'm telling you one thing, Todd, it's only one Deirdre, ever. No cloning, no nothing. This is one special girl. Yeah. All right. Cloning is not for Deirdre.
Well, then what is cloning for? If we can only have... Oh, never mind.
All right. Not Deirdre. They will try maybe Todd, but not Deirdre. Now, all the way from the North Pole, my good friend, Santa Claus.
Ho, 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 ho. Well, there's not much more to say, particularly for the artists. However, I can tell you one girl who's getting lots of presents this year. She's the top of the list. Been very, very nice. And I've enjoyed every performer so far and expect to enjoy the rest of them, even though all I ever listen to is Christmas carols. Ho, ho, ho.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's always, you see, I'm on the good list. My family thinks otherwise, but I'm on the good list. Now, next up is one of my close friends, an amazing guy to work with. And like I always say, at 12 midnight, there'll be a text going to him saying, help. The wordsmith, help. Always, Tom Argyle. Thank you so very much, sir.
There, that's better. I've known Todd for, what, 60, 70 years now? Yeah. We've written a few very happily successful plays together, and the reason we write so well together is because in many ways we sort of share a brain. And
Between us, we have one.
yeah, and Tracy keeps it, I think, yeah. But basically, Todd said everything I was going to say about how wonderful Deidre is. So, ditto.
So that's how friends avoid speaking about their friends. You see, that one said, so I don't have to say kind of thing. I was waiting for good words. Anyways.
They were all there. He used up all the good ones.
Todd, as always.
My writer.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, they ruined it for me. Anyways, I invite my judge as well as close friend Brian Bergs to release the winter issue of the magazine. Like I said, if you want to be on the magazine, you should contact us via the website. We've got awesome writers who will contact you, people who are waiting to write about your talent. And if otherwise, you know I'm always there for you. So, Brian Bergs.
All right, this is an honor, absolutely. What an honor.